Welcome everybody to Onward VRML Season 13, Week number 9. I'm your host, Jamie, bringing you a fantastic game tonight. Schuldt taking on Bad Company. Schuldt being a brand new team to the league. I believe mostly American with the German captain. And then we have Bad Company, which is a bit of a mix between EU and NA players. Coming out here tonight, we are a little bit delayed on this. The first round has been played out, and Bad Company on the defense there were able to successfully get that defense. So whilst we have a little bit of time, so we are just in between the next rounds, we can actually go into the bans. And the first ban coming in would have been Downfall from Schuldt, and then we will see Bizarre coming in from Bad Company. So medium, long-range maps off the tables for these sides tonight, and we are initially starting on Subway like I have already alluded to, and the first objective is going to be the South Alley area spawn there, where we'll be able to see some very, very quick plays. Bad Company had a fantastic round, just able to successfully be tight on the objective and successfully defend that objective well. But well, Sam Yamarian, let us get the second round now out of the way. Bad Company on the attack have been given the quick spawn.
Yeah, yes, please. Yeah, flash it over the top. All back, absolutely, yeah. He's going to go into your right. Okay.
And that flash will give away that early spawn. Daddy Spartan pushing up there. Leander got a cover from the bins. Dr. Scream trying to get an angle, does take one out, and the second. So Dr. Scream there with a great play around the corner, able to successfully take down two members of Bad Company on their approach. Now he is up and ready for the flank, but it does seem like Bad Company are watching for this, so he opts to play a little bit safer, knowing that they have got two now. Just play to that. Does seem like we've had a drop on the Schuldt side, so they will be playing with 4 defenders, taking on 3 attackers now.
Hold it.
And so does get a spot there onto Matrix from the South Alley. Opening up this approach. Dr. Scream back on the approach in the alley. Tries to take the peak. Can't quite land the Matrix. Does take a couple shots, but doesn't get them. But Dr. Scream quickly takes him down. And we do come down to the last 2 members of Bad Company, Blue Lotus and Clintoz. Not Clinton, as he has pointed out to me in game. Oh, move away. Blue Lotus takes down Dr. Scream. Going to be in a very crucial pick there in the Sax Alley, and as he has already taken out 2 or 3 members, it does seem like potentially another drop on the Schuldt side, but I think Leander's jumped back in, but he was already down. So with 1 defender now, got to hold this objective. He isn't actually covering the alleyway. So if Blue Lotus moves along there and Clintoz gets the call out of the positioning, or at least goes down, giving away that position there, Blue Lotus now must try and take this alley without giving away this. Well, I think those nades going to do just that. Robohead not going to react, though. He doesn't get round onto this corner of the alley. He could be allowing Blue Lotus the cap here. And that would give Bad Company 2 points. Flash coming out. Gives away this push now. Robohead just peeking around the corner, but again, not checking that alley. Someone whispering to... I don't know who. Blue Lotus pretty sure a flank may be on the way, but Robohead sticking to his guns on this position here. Two minutes now on the clock. Nobody has moved for the past 30 seconds. Robohead knows the Blue Lotus is in this alleyway, but by this time, a rotation could have probably come out. Minute 30 now remaining on the clock. Blue Lotus does make his push. And like I say, if he can get the tablet out and just edge so slightly towards the objective, the cap will come out and Robohead will not be able to do anything about it. Does seem like he's going to opt to try and go for the kill here. Oh, nope. Tablet is out. And say, gotta check this alley. And there it is. He's putting in the code. Robohead not going to be able to defend against this. "45 seconds remaining. Could be a bit of a long cap. Robohead still whispering to someone. And there it is. There's the cap. Not aware of that. Not aware of the ability to cap from that corner there. And Bad Company will take 2 points to push them up to 3-0. So a little bit of experience there, just showing. Got to watch these casts back, and you'll see those spots where people can just get those sneaky caps in that you got to be watching against. It does look like a couple members of Schuldt have dropped, so we do have a couple minutes to jump back in here. So we'll see if they make their way over very shortly. But whilst we have the time, I would say thank you all for dropping by. Stark and Echo, Sav's Cosplay, thank you for coming in and chatting. And Shills36 giving us a follow. That's brilliant. Thank you. So it does seem like we are going to go into a brief timeout whilst a couple members of Schuldt jump back in. So we will go into that now, and I'll bring you the game back very shortly. And we are back. So, 5v5. Objective has changed. We are now down to the, if I could move the cameras well enough, down to the main platform objective this time. Daddy Spartan going for a bit of aggressive push here up the top of the south stairs. It does usually pay off pretty well if you can get there before the Mossop push do. Good flash around this corner. Oh, goes for a frag. Fortunately, did get caught, so not going to land down the alleyway, but good effort nonetheless on Mello and Robohead, pushing down the Sex Alley, now watching for this. Daddy Spartan VR got to hold this corner, and he can just sit here and wait. I mean, Marsoc need to push into the objective, so they have to take him out. You have the question of, do I want to use my utility now, or do I save it for when we're a little bit closer onto the objective? Robohead going to be the first one to go down, gives away Daddy Spartan's position on Mello now. Got to watch for this. But Daddy Spartan quicker on the redraw. Does take him down whilst he's peeking down this alleyway. Two members of Schuldt go down. Leander and Dr. Scream now looking for this kill. Oh, Daddy Spartan does take one, but Scream also being there, able to get the refrag very quickly. And he has done the work as he has taken down three members of Schuldt. Flintos now watching for this push. Takes shots onto Dr. Scream, not quite able to land them, so he gets killed. And now Blue Lotus knows this impending push is coming in. Great play by Dr. Scream. Oh, he's able to just get that peek down and hear it in his voice, and it does seem like they have the call-outs of the amount of enemies that are left, so they know they're playing down to the last members. Stephen Hillary coming in from the overpass. Silently definitely does this, but English Hero did hear the footsteps just above him, so he was able to get the call out just as Steven made his way down those stairs. And take some fantastic play here to be able to push through and take down English Hero. He is in a very strong spot here. And there it is, a slither of a gap there. You can see it just slightly through them, those balls there. Will give Bad Company their final point for map number 1. So what was a fairly quick first subway. Bad Company and Schuldt now all warmed up. We do go into Bad Company's map pick. So as Schuldt were home, they do get to pick 2 maps, and Bad Company being away will get to pick that second map, or they could pick the side. And Schuldt also have that option. They could take the side to the last one, going for a Volk, kind of try to go for the Volk victory if you're more confident with your defense. For map number 2, going to be Snow Peak. So what is one of my favorite kind of maps? I do enjoy a bit of Snow Peak. It plays so similar to Quarantine that you can't help but love it. First objective is going to be the tunnels. So a lot of chaos and smokes and just general equipment usage will ensue. So whilst we have the time, what we can do is take a quick look on the general map scores for this. Obviously, Schuldt not going to have played this in a game, as this is their first game, but Bad Company have played this 4 times, won it 3, so they're going to be relatively strong, and I think this objective definitely going to play well to that knowledge. As you can very easily catch Volk off guard with this. So, let us see how Schuldt are going to defend against Bad Company over on Snow Peak, round number 1. And it does seem like Bad Company being given the quick spawn here, which is a very good spawn to get. You can certainly be in and on the objective very, very quick with this. Watch these angles and trying to pick off Volk as they try and get into their defensive positions early on. Blue Lotus going to cover that alleyway, not going to see anyone, but Daddy Spartan already basically on the objective there. You can see it right in front of him, does take down 2. The trade comes out between him and Leander. That has opened up the objective just a little bit. Now nobody is on this, on the south side of it. Couple smokes on there and push up to the boxes, and you've got yourself a cap here. One member of the defense very, very far away. Armello and Robohead still just watching way down. Dr. Scream does take out Enzo, though. Armello now realizing that he's got to push in, does make that movement, but it could be too little too late. Bad Company already on there. Clintos in the position to be able to take him down. Does take 2 down. And we have the final member of Schuldt, Dr. Scream, so far away at the moment. He has to push in. Clintos already on the objective, though. It depends how quick he can cap.
Oh, you motherfucker. Go on, man. Yeah, 8-1.
A little bit of a reading out there. Dr. Scream does come around just in time to save the cap, but Blue Lotus waiting and watching for that does take him down to give Bad Company the first point for map number 2. And Dr. Scream just in time there to save for that 2 points. Now Schuldt must push on their own and try and potentially get some kills themselves, or maybe even that cap. To get yourself a point on the board and get that ball rolling, start that momentum. So, thank you all for still dropping by. KS Salem and Aylin Hara, the Duke Mallow and Battlestar 12198. Thank you all for coming by, dropping and dropping your thoughts and opinions on this game. So now we go on to Schuldt's attack, taking on Bad Company's defense of this objective. This is their map pick, so I imagine they've got something a little bit strong here. Schuldt have been given the north kind of quick spawn here, so they will be in the tunnels very fast, all taking on that north side, I imagine really quick here. And say very, very fast there. A little bit of action. Dr. Scream and the English hero having a bit of a trade over on the north. Leander now got to push in here all alone. Daddy Spartan VR coming around on the approach may spot this. And again, the trade comes out between them.
-1.
Daddy Spartan only down though, so he can get that call out of the kill. Now down to 3 attackers. Robohead and Armello coming in from the garage. Could be a good approach here. Just got to sync up with that north push, and you can find yourself a little bit of a pincer movement where you can just pick off Volk as they move around trying to avoid the gunshots. It can be really tough on this objective to do that, but it takes a lot of coordination. Blue Lotus does shut down that north push, so it all comes down to this now. It's only going to make it much harder to be able to get the picks on Volt while they move around, as they're going to be able to hunker down and get into some positions to basically just cover that south. Red grenade coming out to just check behind there. Not going to find anyone, as we are going to see pull the defense around the objective, and they know they got to hold this one tight, as you just allow any kind of movement around, and a quick capper can certainly get it before you you can readjust. Blue Lotus watching down this corridor, gets a very nice C4 onto Armello.
Robo on down, he's in the hallway. He just left.
Armello getting the callouts for Robohead, but Blue Lotus is coming down now, coming to confirm that kill. Can't quite get through the boxes, just manages to. The Schuldt now down to their final attack against Bad Company's 4 defenders.
Armello's down. Armello's down. Need backup.
Robohead again talking to himself. Blue Lotus singing to himself, gonna allow Robohead to identify his position, but he is also hearing these footsteps, so he knows where the final member is. It does seem like we are going to see the... Are we going to see a rotation, or is he just going to wait for Blue Lotus to try and push on him?
Any of you guys alive? I need some backup over your parking garage.
So Robohead desperately calling for help there, but no one's going to hear him, as they have all died. This is why you need to be checking your tablet, though.
You guys hear me? Come out and play, motherfuckers!
We'll just post down here and allow them to continue talking to each other through the walls. One minute, 20 remaining. Schuldt really liking these longer plays. Daddy Spartan now coming around to try and get the pick onto Robohead, so he goes down. And if he can bait all the Bad Company to come out and push on him, then he may get the kills here and give Schuldt their victory, but I imagine Enzo and Clintos are going to be somewhat tight on their defense and just wait. 55 seconds remaining. Robohead does need to make a move, otherwise he is going to give away the point on time. And he will be hearing the beep very shortly for that 30-second marker. He knows now he needs to make the push, and he's got to do it now as he's about 20 seconds away from the objective. And 10 seconds now remaining. Bad Company just tucking in, allowing this time to run down. They are going to take this point now from the time, and there it is. Robohead does go down also at the end there, and Bad Company will take their second point for map number 2. So Bad Company feeling good at the moment. They played this map so many times and they know it quite well, I imagine. So they are able to just shut down any of these pushes that Schuldt are trying to put up against them. I think it's that team experience that definitely comes into play there. So very, very fast planning phase there. So we will get round number 3 very, very early on now. Next objective is going to be the far north. And Bad Company again being given the quick spawn. They're getting very lucky on these spawns tonight. If Schuldt can shut down that northern alley approach, they could give themselves a very good advantage here, but Bad Company going to try and filter out and see what they can do. Enzo getting the shots down the range there just to get Schuldt looking and distract them, really, make sure they don't get into their positions as quick as they would like to be able to get to. Dead Spartan making a very aggressive push there across the isolate. Does get spotted out by Stephen Hillary. So he will go down to the G3. Gunshots from Blue Lotus though, finding Dr. Scream. That evens things out. 4 players on each side now. Blue Lotus and English Hero just scanning the objective. Got to hold down. It doesn't seem like a cap opportunity may be available here as Schuldt are very, very tight on this objective. It's that all around it at the moment. Desperate gunfire coming out between the sides, but just not going to find anyone. Someone has to make that push, and usually it's always Marsa as they need to make their way to the objective. Sometimes you will see aggressive bolt pushes come out where they're able to shut down those Mossop pushes. Stephen Hillary covering the isolate there. Robohead and Armello just holding down on the objective there. Leander in a very common spot, but a strong spot nonetheless. English Hero going to be the next one to try and push on the isolate. Clintos distracting Stephen Hillary there, so his back was to English Hero, able to get the kills there, so he's able to push through now. Leander does get some shots onto English Hero, doesn't quite take him down though, but Blue Lotus will be the one to take him out. Robohead and Armello now the final defenders on the objective. Clintos goes down. And there's the call out. English Hero now pushing around, could get taken out by Robo. Flash comes out. Oh, it's a grenade. Doesn't quite take out Robo, but he will go down to the gunfire. Armello now the sole defender gets taken down, and Bad Company will take their 3rd point for map number 2. When it comes down to that final couple moments there, is the Bad Company did very well to set up that attack. English Hero and Clintos working really well together on the west side of the objective just to push in, and with the support from the north, they're able to successfully take out all of Vault there. And now these sides will change, so we will see how Schuldt will attack against Bad Company here. They're in danger of losing the series. If Bad Company are able to close out this map, then they will take the series away from Schuldt. So it does seem like these teams are ready quite fast on this map, as we do go into round number 4. So same objective, different sports. Schuldt have been given the close to garage spawn, so they'll be able to get around the ice lake and keep an eye on the objective from pretty far away, but it does mean Bad Company are going to be able to get into some pretty strong positions.
It's not looking good. How do you know?
It's been 10 seconds in the match.
The team's having a bit of a laugh together. English Hero will take down Stephen Hillary. They said Hillary then. So the question comes down to if English Hero is going to go on a push here. Leander isn't watching for him behind him, so he will take him down.
He was coming to the centre bunker.
So it comes down to Mello, Robohead, and Dr. Scream. Dr. Scream opting for the west to go across the ice lake. He may be able to catch English Hero off guard if he's able to get into a position on the ice lake there. But he's only going to have a few seconds to be able to do that. Seems like English Hero is going on a bit of a flank of his own now. And just be looking for Marsoc, and potentially he could get into a position here to watch the Ice Lake himself and take down Dr. Scream as he approaches. Enzo does see some movement.
There's one behind that hill. He tried to push over the lake.
I guess that call out to English Hero, so he's going to be on his way very shortly. As you can see the movement, you can spot just the top of Dr. Scream's head. Quick check if it's friendly, not able to land the shots though.
Watchtower, south hanger. Missed him.
We can see that blue laser scanning in. Dot Screen get a nice shot onto English Hero to stop that flank. 3 minutes 30 now remaining. On Mello and Robohead getting very close to the objective here. Clintos and Enzo though just holding some very good positions to be able to just stop any approaches inside. So they are going to need that equipment.
I'm kind of scared to move out there, bro.
I am too, honestly.
I'm just gonna do it.
I got you covered, buddy.
Remember, the fortune does favor the bold. Sometimes you've just got to make those approaches, whether you're sure about them or not. Boy, Enzo has got a line of sight, looks away at the last second there, but does snap back and not able to connect those shots. So Armello going to get into the bunker here to watch on the objective from a safe position, but 2 minutes 30 now remaining. The push has to come in very shortly.
Or center bunker guy's still up. He's still up. Center bunker's still alive.
And Dr. Scream with a nice shot onto Enzo. Long range there. Does take him down. Bad Company down to 3 defenders up and alive. But the revive certainly could come out. Clintos is moving across there now to get that, though. There's Enzo now back up. Schuldt down to 2 attackers to take on 4 defenders. Daddy Spartan successfully takes down one. So it does come down to the final member of Schuldt to attack and try and save this map. Robohead has been the last member for a lot of these. Not going to be able to revive your buddy, though. He is dead. And Clintos goes looking for that kill, does successfully find it to give Bad Company their 4th point for map number 2. So like that, Bad Company going to take the first 2 maps and the series there, but Schuldt got a lot to watch back and learn from this, as that's how you do grow as a team in Onward. You must watch these casts, see how teams pushed on you, and you know, get those scrims in, and just keep working on things as you go. So Schuldt are going to now take us over to Cargo. Probably a good kind of map to take in this scenario, is it's one of those maps that no real team or side really has an advantage. It's just who's the quickest and the best at using their nades, or well, their utility. I think it all comes down to flashes now more than anything. First objective is going to be the far north, and this is one where you definitely need to watch out for, as some teams may not be aware. You can cap from that corner of the building, so you must be watching for that at all times. So imagine a lot of the newer teams will be kind of practicing this map, Suburbia, all those smaller close quarters maps, just to start building up that team synergy really. So it should be interesting to see how Schuldt do come out on this map, as certainly going to be one that no player is unaware of how to play. So we will go now into round number 1 for map number 3. Dr. Scream on the push. Got to be aggressive here. Going to be the member to be able to get through and try and get those kills. Very well experienced on this map, having played for Astra. Daddy Spartan covering the tunnel. Armello going to be the one to push down there. So between him and Dr. Scream, they got to work together to be able to take out Daddy Spartan. A good nade through the doorway will do just that, and like Dr. Scream very quick on the refrag, does find himself 2 members of Bad Company here. Now we're down to a 3v3. Clintos out in the open. Dr. Scream looking for this kill. Not quite able to catch that, as Clintos comes around that corner a lot faster than what he could get the shots out. Does take him down. Leander going down as he goes into the blue, into the yellow room there. Blue Lotus with a very nice angle. So it does come down to Stephen Hillary. Got to push in against Clintos here. Does take the shots. Not quite able to land them. So he gives himself away, allowing Stephen Hillary a breath of fresh air to be able to just readjust and see how he wants to push on this objective now. Clintos goes down, Bad Company down to 2 now. Stephen Hillary got to make this push. It's a deadly push. Enzo watching for the push. Does go down, but the trade comes out, and because there is Blue Lotus still up, Bad Company will take their first point for map number 3. So it was definitely a good push, really, from Schuldt to try and get those picks. I mean, they're down a player at the moment, it seems, and they certainly brought that back very well. So again, the countdown going out very, very fast there. Round number 2 coming at you very quick. Bad Company on the approach, Schuldt on the defense.
Yeah, only white ones.
Oh shit. Okay, we learned something today.
Oh, we definitely have to read the rules.
Yeah, it certainly helps if you do just that. So we can see the lasers here just scanning, waiting, see what they can see. Flashes coming out, very common for cargo. Just come down to this battle of the utility. Dr. Scream just tucking away there. Anticipating the pushes, takes out one. Now continues with this push. Does seem like we got a couple near the tunnel there. Daddy Spartan now watching for the push. Does take him down, and Schuldt now down to 3 defenders to take on 4 attackers. English Hero and Blue Lotus moving up close on this east side. Another one goes down to Daddy Spartan. Stephen Hillary trying to cover there on the west, but can't quite hold against it. Mello takes some shots there from English Hero. Doesn't quite go down to it, though. And now Daddy Spartan gets another one. He is getting dangerously close to that objective. If Schuldt don't react and turn around here, they could find themselves getting capped on. Leander goes down. Armello now watching for this push. Does take down Daddy Spartan. Question comes down to if somebody can just break away here at this point now whilst he's not looking. Enzo gets the kill though, and Bad Company will take the second point for map number 3. So not a lot of time to talk about the round there, as the countdown did go out for round number 3. A little bit of panic there from the firing at the spawn, but yep, they do know where you're going to be. Stephen Hillary and Dr. Scream now pushing in through the center. Stephen Hillary getting very aggressive here, narrowly avoids getting taken down, but Enzo going to be the quicker of the two to get the shots. Objective is sat in the middle here. Schuldt going to be desperately trying to get a push here. Dr. Scream now coming in through container 3. Clintos and Leander having a bit of a trade there. The smoke has come out on the objective, though, so he's going to make them a little bit more panicky. Enzo in a good position, not seeing this. We can see the smokes. Blue Lotus the one to go down. Enzo not reacting to the fact that he has just gone down. The trade comes down between Daddy Spartan and Dr. Scream. Enzo still just sitting on the objective here, and it all comes down to Mello on this approach. And Enzo watching over in Container 2 does take down on Mellow to give Bad Company their 3rd point for map number 3. It was being a very tough push here for Schuldt, really. You know, getting matched up against a team that has played for quite a while. It's, well, they have a lot to learn. Just watch back on these casts and see what improvements you can make, and that is basically where you will be able to get your game up a lot quicker, and those round robins will come around quick. So if you can put the work in now, you can certainly get yourselves ready for that. So the smoke's now coming out. Bad Company looking to potentially get a cap in here. Daddy Spartan just pushing straight onto the objective. Tablet is out. And there's the cap. 19 seconds. Leander on Mellow. Stephen Hillary and Dr. Scream weren't able to defend against the aggressive push, and with no one on the objective, that's going to happen. You need people sat inside that green container, unfortunately. Well, very well played to Bad Company, as they have managed to take each map and with an astounding fashion. Very well played, but again, it's that experience definitely coming in also. Schuldt, having a lot to learn, will no doubt come back after this and certainly want to look for some kind of revenge, so I'll be certainly looking out for that game. But thank you all for dropping by and watching, and as always, we are always looking out for new casters, so make sure you get that caster form put in, and there's a lot of other opportunities over at the VRML for you to take part in. So I have been your host, Jamie. Thank you all for your time, and see you very soon.